The impact of growing palm oil destruction in Sarawak on Borneo is devastating for both the environment and the local native communities. We have seen over 300,000 hectares of peat swamp forest, biodiversity-rich peat swamp forest, destroyed within the last 5 years, and the state government of Sarawak plans to extend the palm oil plantations another 1 million hectares within the next 10 years. The destructions were going very quickly. The native peoples are not being asked what they think. They lose their land, and this development is also closely linked to corruption in Sarawak, Malaysia. The use of palm oil for producing biofuels is a disaster for the environment, and it's also a social disaster. It releases huge amounts of carbon dioxide stored in peat swamp forests, for instance in Sarawak, Malaysia, but also in parts of Indonesia. And we know that peat swamp forests are storing huge amounts of carbon, and we think that currently over 20 million tons of carbon dioxide are released from Malaysian drained peat swamps. On 1 hectare of tropical forest on Borneo, we find the same amount of tree species like in the whole of Europe. So the extension of the palm oil plantations in Sarawak and in other areas of Borneo and Southeast Asia is really bad. The palm oil industry uses biofuels to grow and to grow beyond its limits. And it's a huge problem because basically there is no limit to demand. Once you start using palm oil for fuel production, there will be no end to it. And it will be the end of the rainforest. And even if you cut down all the rainforests for producing biofuels, it won't be enough. It won't lead anywhere, and it will have counterproductive effects because it will not contribute to replacing carbon dioxide emissions, but it will contribute to destroy the remaining rainforests, which are extremely important for the water cycle and for the carbon cycle. And also the peat swamp forests, when they are destroyed, huge amounts of carbon dioxide will be released.
Neste Oil has announced IOI Group as one of their suppliers. How would you describe this company?
Well, in the first place, we ask Neste Oil to publish all its suppliers of palm oil, not only IOI, because they are not only purchasing from IOI. And IOI has cleverly managed to portray itself as the good guy, the good company. They have been involved to this roundtable on sustainable palm oil, but now we're seeing, shockingly, that they are breaching the standards they helped to set up. So they are not sincere. They certify their old plantations, and at the same time they are setting up new plantations on Borneo with a devastating impact on the environment. And this is not a sincere policy. We can't accept this. And we have to fight IOI against IOI and these double standards. We see that Malaysian companies, as we know them, they are talking about sustainability, but they don't invest in sustainability. They only invest in public relations, and that's what is really worrying us.